Casey and I are out here today. We're on one of the farms, and what we're doing is we're actually going to go out here. We're going to check some traps today, and we're going to get set up a couple of blinds for the juvenile turkey hunt coming up here in just a few weeks. So we couldn't be any more excited. We're just now getting in here, so y'all join in with us today. We'll show you how we like to set our blinds and kind of some of the locations we like to put them and why. Casey, you've been hearing some birds here recently, hadn't you, buddy?
Oh yeah, the last couple of weeks they've been getting a little fired up with that warm weather.
Man, I tell you what, the weather's been just right. I think they're going to be fired up. We got the juvenile hunt coming up here shortly. We're fishing going here and get set up for these kids. Hopefully they're going to have a good hunt. We're setting our first blinds up of the year. We don't do a lot of blind hunting for turkeys, but when you got these kids, it's something you really want to think about. But what I want to tell y'all today is how we set these blinds up and kind of the method of how we go about doing it to try to keep ourselves from being seen. We don't want to be detected by turkeys or deer, whatever it is, getting in and out of these blinds. And I'm going to show you one we're about to set up now. I'm going to start you from up here at the top. We're at the top of the four-wheeler trail right now, and we're going to make our way in through these woods to this field, and you'll see what I mean. So our turkeys technically are most of the time roosted back here behind me off a couple hundred yards, or this way a couple hundred yards. And so what this allows us to do is slip into the edge of this field without those birds seeing us from their roosting trees. So we're going to go in here and get set up. I'll show you guys how we do it. Okay, so you can see right here, there's a spot where the fence is already down. So we're going to take advantage of that. We've made our way up this fence row. Our birds are still roosted way back here behind this thicket, so they can't see us right here. And you're going to see, we're going to turn right into this edge. I've got it cut out already, and it's going to take us right into the back of our blind. I've already got this all cut out real well, but you can see I'm just taking this saw, and I've got us a pile of limbs here and a pile of limbs here, and everything's cleared out. And what we're going to do is get this set up, and as you can tell behind us, we've got this food plot. We'll probably have it turned up here in a few weeks, but we're going to go ahead and get set up here, and we'll be ready with those kids come juvenile morning. All right, we got everything cleared out pretty well. We're gonna grab our blind and get set up. We're all set up in here and ready to go. Got everything cut out for new and be ready to shoot, so we're gonna ease on out of here. I know this is kind of a makeshift roof right now, but it'll help us just in case. We're all set up in here. I want to show you one last thing. So we're set up to shoot. I did clear a path. You do want to have a way, you know, of course, just in case, to be able to come out and come around. So we'll cut that. Any brush we had, we just went ahead and put on the front of the blind. Not quite as important for turkeys to brush them in, but I still like to do it. It just makes them get comfortable with it a lot quicker.
All off season, what do we call the off season, from deer season on to getting here to turkey season, we've been doing a lot of trapping out here on this farm, and you know, we've seen everything from a bobcat to we've caught coyotes, possums, a bunch of raccoons, and we're just trying to do our best to help the turkeys and have a good hatch this year. So today we're going to go ahead and unset them. It's getting really close to turkey season for us to stay on out of here, and we're going to unset them today and get back out of here as we're in here putting blinds up for the kids. So 2 in 1. Here they go. Here they go.
different scenario, and I'm going to show you how we're setting it up. So these birds are roosting down on the far end of this logging road, and we're coming down the logging road several hundred yards, and then we're going to come to a point here where we got our blind set up. Now the birds are roosted beyond this turn in the road. So we're basically here, what we're doing is we're using this turn in the road. The birds are roosted back this way. We're going to come into the blind here, and then we can see down the road. We'll show you the view from the blind here in a minute. But you can see down the road and into where the birds are roosted. But we approach the blind without the birds being able to see us from the roosting tree. So that's the most important part about getting in here on these birds. Or also in deer season, we're probably just going to leave this one set actually for this coming deer season. So approach is everything when it comes to getting into these blinds.